paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Hall again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Louisiana Tech has it back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name, like Spears, that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big, physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The LSU Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take on the prize.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to barrel in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Dropping back, it's Bullock. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here comes the heat. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running into the open space. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Watkins. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. LSU right back to the line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. To say this has been a start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Bullock. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, and you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Pull and throw off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They just keep firing. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback looks for a little space. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to pass, it's Bullock. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Wiggins. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Bullock. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep...
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. Running to Green. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Louisiana Tech will have to punt.
Number 48 on to punt it away.
He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's looking deep. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Using his legs, it's Robertson. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Got it near midfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And the Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. On target to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Touchdown, Tiger! Special teams proving to be special.
And honestly, it's been a about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick. They get it, and they maintain.
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the right. Finds a seam. Touchdown LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as Ncaa26 comes out to start the next drive. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby.
Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Watkins. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Baker. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Another incompletion on third down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Fitzpatrick. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
He's got it at the 30. He's loose. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. Well, you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On the run, still looking. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the up. Looking for a huge play. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Man, and so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on side. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce, and man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46.
Right offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it.